So, the first reason that you should obviously stop waiting to take your action in your business and your uh literally any part in your life that you are not taking action on. I'm thinking about the right time. The first reason that this is absolutely dumb and hysterical to me, and many people do this, and it really is just idiotic, is because someone else is going to take your opportunity. Someone else is going to take that opportunity of you building up the same idea, the business that actually fixes people's problems. Their idea will come later and they will still start first. They will still start earlier than you. And you're still busy thinking about it in your bedroom. You're still busy thinking about, oh, one day I'll go to the gym. Oh, one day I'll start making YouTube videos. Shut up. You are waiting for far too long just to get this thing even started. Most successful people started and they were far below your standards, far below your blessings, and the amount of things that you have right now that you could literally make so many videos just based off of the things that you have. If you do not realize that you can go and leave and literally show people that you know how to make content, that you know certain things, that you know that you're very good in a certain niche that you have. Also, check out my video, which is specifically on finding your niche. It's my most popular video yet. It's actually a really good video. But what you need to understand is when somebody takes your opportunity, that opportunity is gone. You cannot do that anymore. Unless you're in a huge industry like music or sports where you can still join and you can still do it. But other than that, you literally don't have you no longer have that choice of making that specific problem being solved on your own. You'd have to join him or her as a partner, and that's stupid just starting out. Otherwise, somebody will literally take your opportunity and it is gone forever, and you cannot do anything about it. So, if you're not starting on freeing yourself from financial debt or anything money related that has kept you grounded in this world, then it makes sense for you to stay poor. It literally makes sense for you to stay where you are as of this moment. Because if you don't think that you could start right now and you could get better even later, then you are in a completely different world than like the top 1%, which is actually not crazy because 99% of the world thinks this way. And there's only the top 1% or 5% who actually know what to do and actually make their money and actually build businesses and actually know how to grow and how to achieve these things. And so you're stuck in a trap that you've planted yourself. You're already letting other people take your advantage, take what you thought of. And you're just sitting there for months and for months and for months, and you're wasting time, you're wasting time, and you're wasting time over and over and over again. You keep on, you get this idea, and you decide not to do anything. And for months and for months, you're just at a sit and wait, and you just decide never to do it. There's literally a timer going on right now. I know you don't think it's happening right now, but there's a timer right now at 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds for you to literally start and go and try to make as like literally any money that you can doing whatever you try doing it. It could even like be today. You could make that money today. You could go on websites or sell something that you have that you think is trash to you, but another man's treasure. Why don't you take that opportunity now? Why don't you start now? Wow, my face is glowing. Is this too bright? It's a little bit better. Yeah. And so the reality is, you're not taking your opportunity seriously. You're not taking this business idea seriously. And if that is truly the case, then I don't know what to tell you. It is completely your choice. And after all, it's your staying poor, not me. But I'm literally telling you everything that I've learned so far in the past 2 to 3 years, over and over again. Everything that the lessons that I've learned, the mistakes that I've made, and the ways I have grown from it. So I'm telling you, somebody will take your opportunity. Number two is you are far too anxious, or you just have a really messed up mental health. And this you might not think is true, but literally most families in the entire world have certain trauma, certain things that happened to them in the past that causes their brains to have this sort of different thinking that the world has put onto them. And it really corrupts their learning. And in school, even if you take technology or anything away from them that distracts them, a kid who doesn't want to learn won't learn. And it's the same thing with the world. So you most likely have some sort of thing that has corrupted you, from whether it be your family or watching TV or anything that tried to mess in your mind. But there's a little part of you, since you're watching this, you actually understand that you don't want to be an idiot anymore and actually grow. You actually want to make some progress. You actually want to make money. And so you're still anxious about it because you haven't started and you're still waiting, but you know it's the right choice. What is stopping you from making that right choice? It's like standing still when a car is going 90 miles per hour at you. Let's say a supercar is going 100 miles per hour at you, headed straight towards you, and you don't know whether to dodge it or to jump over it, like your speed or something. Fucking, or excuse me, seriously, sorry. Like your freaking iShow speed. And you just stand there and wait for it to hit you because someone else took your opportunity and you were far too anxious to even make a choice. And so the best way to avoid this corruption from the world is to heal. And what do I mean to heal? Well, let's say wake up early, make your schedule, fix your brain, fix your mindset, fix literally everything, that all the bad habits that have happened to you and that have corrupted you and that have made you feel so sad, like what is it, doom scrolling. And I have my all of my papers here. No, not my papers to enter America. I am a legalized citizen. But seriously, all of my papers right over there literally have my schedule, my tips and notes. You can see my crotches hanging up over there, my goals by the end of the year. I am also moving soon, so a lot of things will be changing. But wow, this light is so complicated. Okay. Maybe even then, I am not. But you really do get the gist. It's, if you're always so anxious about everything and you always let that mindset get you, it's really not going to be helpful at all. And being too anxious is just literally what stops like 80% of people who want to make a business make a business. Their anxiety, their worries, everything that has stopped them from making those millions and millions of dollars and being successful and telling others how to do it is solely because of the fact that they were just too scared to try. And so if you're too scared to try, then honestly, you need to fix that immediately. I am not the best mental health person, so you can go ahead and go on YouTube, search for guys who do talk about that stuff. There are amazing creators out there. I am not one of them. But after you watch this video, if you want to go ahead and literally like just make sure that you're in the right state of mind, because some people cannot, and this is literally outside of business as well. You're going to want to fix all of your bad habits and mental habits, and this is just self-improvement in general. Your whole life there will be problems, but the ones that really stop you from going into your new goals or literally anything to succeed in life, you're going to want to fix your mental health. And so the third thing is that you're going to fail regardless of whether you start late or not. And a lot of people don't understand this. What do you mean I'm going to fail? Not if I don't try. Think about it this way, and it really, really surprises people when I tell them this. If you don't try, you just failed. Because you are currently in last place with about 90% of the population who decided to not try and stay where they are. If you do try, you are still going to fail, but at least you got back up and continued going. Those who fail and stay at the beginning will never succeed. Those who fail but continue to walk will. So, no matter what path you take, you will fail. You will fall down. And not everybody becomes a business owner. I might not become a famous creator on YouTube, on social media, and etc. But I do know some people will. And you could be one of them if you actually got up and tried. And people will, and there's always somebody who says, "Oh, but what if I try and I don't even succeed at all? I just keep on failing and failing." Those who actually don't do it at all have to die with the guilt of knowing they didn't even try. Those who actually tried can know that they died trying. And they know that there's nothing to be regretted of, that they didn't have any choices they regretted of. So they actually decided to take a step up and move on, and no matter what happens in their life, that's that. The reality is, failing is inevitable. No matter what path you take, no matter who you take it with, failing is inevitable. So you might as well just ride with the wave, bro. And my final point is that your work will get worse the more you stall. And this is specifically for people who are already working on something. They're kind of thinking about making this website. They're kind of thinking about posting this video. You are really focused on the wrong things. And excuse me. You're really focused on the wrong things. And although these things are like extremely important, like focusing on editing and making this website and, you know, going out to people and replying to comments and hearting every single comment, I do that. But the most important thing is, if I put you in a room and I literally had a gun to your favorite person's head, let's say it's your best friend, all right? You literally can only record videos for 2 hours a day, or you can only work on your business for 2 hours a day, for 2 hours a week, or your best friend dies. Well, obviously, it's going to be like, oh, that's not that hard, right? Posting videos, I can just record. I don't even have to edit them and just post them and see what happens. Or if it's your business, you just promote on your videos, and you show people how much this business really means to you. And the thing is, in this franchise, you do not have to work as hard. The discipline comes from not working as hard as something else. You can put your hard work into fitness or reading or mental health or a dopamine detox, whatever it is, but you have to make sure you do not work as hard into the self-improvement and education community on spreading awareness and things like this, like business and financial help. And so overall, it really matters. Cause oh wow, I just lost my train of thought there. Wow, that is crazy. Your work will get worse the more you stall. Wow, that's wow. Wow, I'm drained. Wow. Okay. I wanted to get this video out because I feel like I don't post that much, but as you can see, I'm not editing this video, and this is completely natural. So I wanted y'all to really just understand, if this is for those who actually want to learn, not for those who are eating their little chicken tendies while watching videos just because, you know, entertainment and self-improvement, but they're not writing notes about the videos. They're not actually studying the video correctly. And so your work will get worse the more you stall. You think you're actually working. You think you're actually, oh, I'm watching Andrew Tate podcast, another 2 to 3 hours of just binging over and over again. It's not helping you because you're not writing it down. You're not actually using it for your business. You're not actually helping yourself, but you're actually just dopamine spiking. You're actually just sitting there and you're not really doing anything. Does that seem like the business life that you think you have or that you want to have? your work will get worse. You're gonna fail no matter what path you take. You might even get anxious and worried at sometimes, but you have to get back up and try again. Bars. And if you don't, someone else is gonna take your opportunity. So, stop waiting. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.